Hey there, Divine Messages 333. I'm Lisa. How's it going? If it's your first time, welcome. Hope you come back. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Really appreciate the repeat people. Um, so I think the last time I did like a longer video was maybe like a week or so ago. And I was talking about changes that I'm making and encouraging you to do the same if you're feeling like you're starting kind of a new chapter, a new era in your life. So yeah, I'm just kind of picking up from that again. So changes that I've been making are um so I saw this video and it prompted me to do this, and I've done this in the past. I used to organize for people, just kind of on the side, like a side hustle thing. Um, but so this video, this woman was talking about like kind of clearing out the clutter. So she talked about like clearing off all the surfaces in your in like it go like in one room, right? You're gonna start in one room. So I did one. I mean, I have an apartment, so I don't have like all these rooms, but I did it over a couple of days where I just kind of like went into my living room, cleared everything off the surfaces, and like walls, anything on the walls I took off, and then anything that was on the floor. So try to make it as like bare as possible, without having to take things out of like cabinets and closets and drawers, things like that. So it's just like stuff that you can see, and then stay with that for like a day, and then kind of reintroduce things back into the space. And um so yeah, I did that and it seemed to really help my environment a lot. I'm I definitely get very distracted. I think I have ADHD actually. Um and I'm just kind of realizing that now as a 50-year-old. But so I found it very distracting because I have like a lot of colors and a lot of things to look at in my apartment. And like even cabinets that I have, I I'm going to they have like glass doors on them so you can see what's inside, but what I'm going to do is put something in the like on the glass so I don't see in the cabinets. And I did that for a couple of days, but the paper was too heavy, so I have to come up with something else. But anyway, it really helped. So if you have an issue like that where you get very easily distracted, you might want to try some of these things. So that's what I've been doing. Um, just, like downsizing even more. I mean, I've been doing that the last couple of years, but um, I'm kind of realizing some things that I didn't realize before. And isn't it interesting how you can have knowledge of something, right? But you can look back and it's like something just didn't click. Like you had the knowledge, or maybe it's like a couple of things, right? You had knowledge in a couple different areas, and you it's like you see things differently now than you did before, even though you don't necessarily have new information. Um, so what I think that's about is like, I'm not even sure if you understand what I'm saying, but if like um yeah, I just want to make sure my camera's still going. But so I think sometimes like we are going through something, and the reason something didn't click at that time was because maybe we weren't prepared to handle it. Maybe we had too many other things going on. There were other things that were more pressing or took precedence at the time. And so I heard this quote, and I wrote it down actually. I'm going to read it right now. But I heard this quote. Actually, I, I don't remember if I was watching someone's video or if I was listening to a book, but um, the quote is, "The desired outcome is a direct result of the right process." And so I wrote that down and I put it up, like kind of like by where I sit in my living room, and so I see it all the time. And I've had it up for less than a week, but every time I read it, or each day that I've been looking at this, it's like I understand a little bit more, or a little more's opening up, or like, and so I'm thinking to myself, okay, so another thing I've been doing is like looking at habits that don't benefit me, okay? Habits that I have created that don't benefit me. And then habits that I want to start that will benefit me, and how to go about that. And I kind of came up with this like chart. So I'm gonna, um, I get a little anal, but I'm gonna like track my progress on my habits. I think I have it right here. I can show you really quick. So I'm just gonna show it really quick. So yeah, I get a little anal about it, but so I'm tracking my new habits. Um, and one thing I'm realizing is, well, first of all, I wasn't really taught a lot on how to be successful. I had, I believe, parents who were successful in their own right, and they just didn't really pass those skills on to me. And they also didn't really like um agree with what I wanted to do with my life, the industries I wanted to go into, or the careers I thought of having, or what I thought talents I had, or whatever. So this quote, "The desired outcome is a direct result of the right process," it made me think like, okay, if I look at all the steps, everything I do each day that's trying to point me in the direction of where I'm trying to go as a process, and in order to achieve or be successful, achieve what I want, there's a right process. Now, recently I thought about that word, right, and a right process. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that, because I don't think that there's just one way to do everything, or to do, something. I don't think there's just one way. But there are some ways that are going to work better for, me, or you, or, you know, them versus me, right? And so I guess then you could look at it like it's a right process, right? So I've been so yeah, these things I've been doing, it's like clearing up my space, my living space really helped me to be able to like hone in more on like, what do I want to do? What steps do I want to take? How do I want to get there? Because I know that there's more than one way to get somewhere, right? To accomplish something, to achieve something. And so that's what I've been doing. I don't know if you guys have been working on things. If you want to share, that would be awesome. Give me some ideas too. Someone might just stumble upon this and look at the comments and, you know, um, can help another person out. But um, yeah, so that's what I have been doing for like the last week or so. And um, I've had a lot of downloads. I get a lot when I am um, walking my dog. Can't really I mean, I've tried to record while I walk my dog, but it's just really stressful and hard to stay in the moment and doesn't feel like things are flowing naturally. It feels like I'm forcing it. So I just don't do that. What I think I might start doing though is like going on walks by myself and recording. That might be a little bit easier because I really would like to bring the messages that I receive like as I'm receiving them. That would, you know, and I know that, well, I don't know, but I'm guessing that sometimes my messages may seem like to someone who maybe isn't that spiritual or maybe is doesn't really think outside of the box that much. They might see some of my messages um, and think they're really weird or maybe not even know if I'm supposed to be taken seriously or not. Like, I posted one the other day about a lucky break because I was walking down the street and I passed this. It was like a poker chip. It looked like a poker chip or something, and it was broken. And I've passed that thing. I don't know, weeks. I don't know how long it's been out there. At least weeks, maybe months. Um, and didn't really think anything of it other than like, okay, there's a broken game piece thing, whatever. Just walking my dog and walking by, whatever. And then the other day when I walked by it, my dog I think was stopping near there and that's why I just like happened to stop and that thing was in front of me, so I looked down onto the ground, and then as I looked up, my eyes landed on this apartment across the street. And there were two people walking in, and one had a video camera like on a pole. And it just reminded me of like the news or something, or um, yeah, something like that. And so, but when I looked up, I heard in my head, lucky break. And then I saw the camera person. So I was like, oh, weird. I've seen this thing on the ground for a long time now and never thought anything of it. And now I just happen to stop in front of it and I look up and I hear something and I see something at the same time. So that's just really interesting. Now I watch other readers, and I have been seeing something about um, someone might be getting discovered or something like that. I don't know. It's just kind of funny because um I will get very, very similar messages that other readers get with their cards, but I'm getting mine, as I'm walking around the block or something like that. And I get them through the cards too, but it's funny how the messages I'm receiving when I'm in nature are reflecting the ones that are popping out in other people's cards too. So, anyway, just babbling, I guess. It's Mother's Day. Um, my mom passed away in the end of 2013, and my son passed away in 2017, and I don't have any other kids. And today is Mother's Day 2024. So just, I guess, trying to find a way to pass the time. Um, I have thought too, I'm going to start working on like scripts when I do my videos so that I am not just babbling like I am right now. Um, but yeah, so just a lot of like like, inner work, I guess, is what I've been working on. And then, well, it's interesting. I'm thinking about it right now. Like I started on the outside of me, right? Just kind of clearing up some of that clutter. And then as I was doing that, that started to open up part, on the inside of me, which is what I wanted to do.